In today's video, we will be going through the drama romance film, Life in a Year movie. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up, comment on what your favorite part was, and subscribe to our channel for more. The movie begins with Daryn taking a jog along the streets and singing along to rap. He sets off to school, and his friends want him to join them to see a rap concert. They try to sneak into the show and meet a girl called Isabel. They are all discovered by a guard and manage to escape. Daryn traces Isabel to an ice cream shop. At the ice cream shop, Daryn tips Isabel, and Isabel is furious as every time someone tips, she and the rest of the shop girls and boys have to sing. When Daryn asks her out, Isabel says she doesn't want to date a square. He tips yet again, and Isabel decides to take time off. While she is going out of cashier, he starts to sing her a rap song and finally agrees to go out with him. Daryn and his friends go out of the shop with the ice creams they ordered. He sets up a date with Isabel. Daryn waits for Isabel until he finishes her shift. They end up going on a string of dates. While on their date, Isabel takes him to a place to dine out where he hasn't been before. He asks Isabel why she didn't go to school. Isabel promises to tell if Daryn eats the food he was refusing to eat. He agrees, and Isabel tells him that she doesn't want to and is not her dream. When he tries to explain to her the value of going to school and the plans Daryn's dad has set up for him, Isabel mocks Daryn, calling him a square. Daryn instead finds out and tells him to stay away from her. She will come in between the goals and plans Daryn and his dad have come up with for Daryn's future. On one of their dates, Daryn asks for a glass of water from Isabel when they go to her home. She ends up inviting him into her house. She brings him water, and they start talking about the beach. Isabel tells Daryn her love for the sea and he suggests that they go to the beach. Daryn and Isabel end up kissing. Isabel stops and starts arguing and reveals that she has a bald head and 1 year to live. Daryn is shocked. She ends up chasing him from the house. The following day he meets up with his friends. One of his friends suggests screaming out at the universe for being an assholes. Daryn talks about his college plans, which gives him an idea about making plans with Isabel for her remaining year to live. She agrees. And Daryn and Isabel seal their agreement with kisses. Daryn makes a plan for Isabel's remaining year. As the first step of their plan, Daryn and Isabel go to a house auction and pranks the people running the auction. They end up running away from the auctioneer after making a funny scene at the house auction. Daryn and Isabel celebrate her birthday together. They have a fake graduation party, fake driver's license test on the wheelchair. Isabel takes Daryn to an old rapper. They start recording rap recordings. Isabel asks Daryn to get one of his rap songs recorded at the rapper studio. At first, Daryn refuses and doesn't try his best. Isabel gets mad. He gets serious about it and records a fantastic song. Daryn proposes to Isabel on a boat ride as a milestone in his plan, and she refuses. He finds out that he has not been accepted to Harvard. Daryn doesn't say anything about this to his dad. Daryn invites Isabel for a Christmas dinner. Isabel gets a gift for Daryn, but he only remembers about a gift when he sees the one Isabel has called for him. Despite Daryn's high hopes, the dinner doesn't go well when Daryn's dad starts accusing Isabel of distracting Daryn from his dream life and his plans. While arguing, Daryn reveals that he hasn't been accepted to Harvard and has been waitlisted instead. Daryn's dad starts bailing Isabel for Daryn's refusal to Harvard. The dinner ends up with Isabel leaving. Daryn argues with his dad and tips the vision board his dad has prepared for him. Daryn's dad takes Daryn to appeal, but Daryn doesn't act according to his dad's plans. While dismantling the Christmas tree, Daryn comes across the gist that Isabel gave him for Christmas, unwraps it, and finds a notebook. Daryn decided to visit Isabel and apologize to her. He goes to her place and asks for forgiveness for not defending her at the Christmas dinner table against his father's accusations. Isabel says that she forgives him, and they reconcile. Daryn refuses to follow his dad's plans and goes to Isabel, and they set off on a field trip. They set off together in a truck and drive through scenic places. They end up having fun on the way, riding merry-go-rounds at a fair and blowing dandelions at a field. They rob a shop in their way. They beg in the street and earn money. They collect a lot within a short time. While stopping in the park, Isabel finds a baby hedgehog and takes it as her pet. Isabel chose to name the hedgehog as Square, based on her nickname Square that she calls Daryn. Afterwards, they break into her room and see the famous rap artist. They go to the concert and have fun. Then Isabel makes Daryn promise to give a rap CD of one of his songs to the famous rapper. Daryn agrees. Isabel says she will create a distraction to lure the bodyguard away, so Daryn can approach the rapper and hand over his CD. Isabel creates a distraction at the concert, luring the bodyguard away from a private entrance to the rapper. Everything goes according to plan, and Daryn sneaks into the remote area, where he can meet the rapper while the bodyguard was busy pursuing Isabel. Daryn finally gets to meet the famous rap artist, who is taken up by the hedgehog in Daryn's hands and wants to shoot snapshots with it. Daryn doesn't hand over the recording to the famous rap artist, as he had promised that he would go to Isabel before she created a diversion and lured the bodyguard away. Then they visit Isabel's mom, and she meets her and tells her to leave. While Daryn is bathing Isabel in the night, Daryn asks why Isabel told her mother to go, and Isabel says that some things are better left in the past. Isabel discovers that Daryn hasn't given the CD to the rap artist as he agreed to do. She is furious, and they fight. She is also upset, thinking that her mom didn't want her. Isabel gets sick on the road, and Daryn and Isabel make it back to Isabel's apartment. A doctor comes to visit and says that Isabel is in a lot of pain and a bad condition. Daryn makes plans to take care of Isabel. His friends also join in helping him. While Daryn is at Isabel in place, they get closer to each other than before. Daryn's mom comes to visit and help with taking care of Isabel. Daryn goes to the old rapper that Isabel took him to and records a new track. When Daryn comes back from his recording session, he hears his mom screaming outside Isabel's home. He sees that Isabel starts bleeding blood out of her mouth and is rushed to the hospital when he gets in. At the hospital, Isabel says that she only has a short time to live. He breaks down and cries in the hospital. After coming back to her place, Isabel's mom comes to visit her. After her visit, Isabel discovers Daryn's track when she wakes up to have a drink of water. Meanwhile, back at Daryn's home, Daryn's dad finds one of Daryn's tracks. Isabel organizes a secret wedding for herself and Daryn. She asks if he wants to marry him. Daryn agrees. They are married. They dance and retire to bed. While sleeping, Isabel wakes up and dies in Daryn's arms, finally saying she loves him. Daryn is devastated and cries while hugging her. At her funeral, Daryn and his dad reconciles. He goes back with his friends and decides not to pursue higher studies, just as he and his dad had planned out earlier. He embarks on a journey to New York to start his career as a musician. His parents agree to his plans, and his gift and dad gives him a journal to help him stay organized. While Daryn is on his way, he turns on the radio and finds a request sent to the radio station by Isabel. He continues on his journey with tears in his eyes. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe for more movie summaries and turn on your notification.